Good morning. If you are joining me, it's because you are in my class, and we just did a reading. You listened to one on Wimberly Worried. And I wonder what you liked about that reading. Hopefully you enjoyed many things about it. Hopefully it kept you entertained, you understood it, you were able to imagine and almost feel what Wimberly was feeling. So why is that? What did I do that was different? Well, what I did and what I want you to do is develop what is called prosody. Strange word, isn't it? Well, prosody has 4 components. And the way I remember it is with the acronym FAIR. Now, I have had some students tell me they remember it with fear because I have you read aloud to practice your prosody. But let's go with FAIR. You're having to pay a fare. So let's do F. Then we're going to have A. Then we have R. And lastly, we have E. Now you are going to pay this fare so that you develop really good prosody. And when you develop prosody, your comprehension improves. And that's what we really, really want to see. So what are these 4 components of prosody? Well, the F is fluency. Let me go over that one a little bit more so now you see it. So F for fluency. Fluency is how we are reading. Do we have those natural inflections with our voice? The rising and falling like you are naturally talking. The A, do you know what that would be? Think about it. This is really important, especially when you do a running record. You might know what it is. A is for accuracy. Now, your accuracy is, are you reading the words correctly? Are you accurately reading those words? Are you also accurately reading per the punctuation that the author put in there? That is so important. Our third piece of prosody begins with an R. If I start talking to you like this, do you think you know what it might be? What might the R be? You got it. It's rate. So R is for rate. Now rate, we don't want to have robo rate, but we also don't want to have speed reader rate. We're reading it like this because you can't understand. The reader can't understand what you're saying, but your brain also can't comprehend. So you need to read in a way that sounds like your normal talking voice. Remember, you have those inflections, that normal fluency you would have when you're talking. You are going to be reading accurately, and you're going to have a good rate. Lastly, there's something that I really used a lot when I was reading Wimberly Worried. Does anybody know what it is? When I talked in a little voice like this, and when I got louder and louder, what was that? That was expression. So E is expression. Expression is really important. You might use expression when you have different voices so that you know which characters are talking. All of these pieces make your reading exciting for a listener to listen to it. All of these pieces, even if I'm reading in my head, I'm doing. Even expression. When I read a book to myself inside my head, I'm using expression. My characters have different voices inside my head. I can hear when somebody's getting louder, and I can hear when somebody's getting quiet. I can hear when somebody's scared, and I can hear when somebody's really happy. So all of these are expression. Now, fluency, accuracy, rate, and expression. What I like to do is I like to say it's a present. So this is our prosody present. And so here's my bow, and I guess I should have added color to it, made it look a little bit more exciting. But there's my bow, and this is prosody. Prosody has all of these components. So we box them all up and we present this present to ourselves. We give this as a gift to ourselves so that we can increase our comprehension. So what have I talked about today? I've talked about the components of good reading that will help improve your comprehension. If your comprehension increases, then naturally your test scores are going to increase because you are understanding what you are reading. So the different parts of prosody are fluency, accuracy, rate, and expression. And how do we remember that? We remember it with the acronym FAIR. F-A-R-E. So by practicing, you are paying your fare to have good prosody. I hope that all made sense. And since I'm the camera person, I have to stop and get up and end my recording.